Hi. Welcome. Hi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, I'm waiting for the rest to join. Can't see anything or anyone on here. Let's see. Hi. Not showing anything yet. Waiting for people to join. I don't know who wants to join in the meditation. We see what's needed. Whether it's, I don't know, wait and see what we can help with, whatever we can help with, and then we'll get on with the rest of the, the live. But let's start with the meditation to see what we can help, where we can help. Are you welcome? You're welcome. Yeah, I got some new ones today. Wow. So a lot of clearing that's going to help us in many ways. I did one, I think it was this year, maybe the beginning of this year or last year, which was about us cutting our ties with the old earth, letting go, which is very difficult, and this is what's holding us a lot. We've got a lot of energetic attachments, ties to the old earth, the old way of being in the old earth, and this is why a lot of people are finding it hard to transition into the new way of being in new earth, because they've got one foot in the old and one foot in the new. We need to cut those ties and bonds with the old earth, the old way of being, thinking, the old earth. In order to be able to fully transition into the new being, you see, to rise into a higher consciousness and a higher level, you need to sever those things with the old earth. I made a video about it, but it seems to be now that you're able to do it. There seems to be more power in it now. But it does take a while when I did my meditation, because it's like an energetic overlay. And it takes a while for this energy to be removed from you. Wow, it just goes. So you're severing your ties with the old earth, old way of being. Then I was given one to take back your power, to claim back all the power you've given away, this life, many lives. Oh, another one, which is interesting. So I'm actually testing something tonight. It was something that got my attention, that I found interesting in the last few days, and I thought, okay, this is interesting. Why is that happening? So I asked, where's the energetic traction here, whatever it was? And I was shown something, and a lot of people are doing this. And when I let it go, wow, it was my light. You felt a lot lighter. So here's something, a lot of you, I bet you, if you're on this video, a lot of you are doing this unconsciously, think you're doing it, you think it's right, but it's not actually. And when you release it, oh my gosh, do you feel lighter? It feels like a weight come off you. So a lot of this is also holding people down, because I always ask, what's holding you down? Anyway, there we are. I don't know who's here, but anyway, let's see how many minutes we got there. What is it now? Give it a minute. Okay, so we'll do a meditation to see how we can assist in any way. Help for the highest and greatest good, obviously, those 18 beings. And as we know, as I was shown last night, and a few times, we are expecting earth events, but we knew this was coming. So it's always to try and minimize it. Now, often we are able to minimize it. We've done it in a few years. We've been able to do this with things that we were shown. But some of the things they'll tell you they can't stop. They have to happen. Now, like us, we know what energy. Gaia is the same as us. Gaia's got an energetic body or energy lines like meridians, same as you. Oh, you'll have to wait. Yeah. I can't, gee whiz. Well, you're going to start. I would start. Who are you going to start with? Let me think who's good. Down the bottom of our videos, I think I shared people to follow in the beginning, but now those people are also on a higher level, you see. Laurie Ladd's a good one to follow. Tim Wilde, I shared. He's sort of, Tim Wilde would be a good one. Okay, if you're just starting, depending on your background, and if it's very religious, I would start to getting an idea. So you get an idea from the religious perspective to move up to, the gap. You can start, if you're very new, you go to Neale Donald Walsch, Conversations with God. You can find all 3 parts on YouTube. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Now that is the best thing for any newbie. Okay, Neale Donald Walsch, Conversations with God. All right. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 audiobooks. You'll find them amazing, enlightening, and really you'll click. Then you start following Cryon. Now, Kryon he came to help guide humanity. He does this in shifts and other planets as well. He's come here to guide us through this. He's been here for 30 years and he's been channeling, and you just know. Anyway, he's very, and what he says is true. It comes out, it works out, you can verify it, whatever. And it is already some of it. So Kryon is a clean, pure channel, really from source directly. You can find a lot of people share his work on YouTube. So you type in Kryon, he's all over YouTube. The best for a newbie to follow. You need to start with the basics to get don't take it up from other people. They've got their own versions. If they're just waking up, everyone starts waking up to their psychic and they start sharing it, but they're on a lower level. You see, so then you're not going to get, so Kryon, start with the clean information so you're not going to get, Kryon is the best for any newbie to follow. Follow all Kryon's work. He's got a channel, kryon.com. All his channelings, his ever channels on there, different subjects. Okay, that will really give you an eye opener. Where we're going, everything. All right. He came to guide humanity through that. Those are the best ones to start. Yeah. All right, and then you'll be guided further. All right. Kryon, Kryon. All right. Immense wealth of knowledge. Very good too. And you can test it. And science is proving it. Science has already proven some and busy proving some. I actually follow one of the top quantum physicists. And what I've been saying and knowing, and I don't know if he said it. Sometimes I go back and I find videos where he said it. So I was like, oh, thank you. So you get confirmation. That's why I say it. That's why I trust it, because I have come across stuff. And then I've come across a video and there we are. I get confirmation from Kryon. And I saw something one or two scientists are finding out about ourselves now, which has confirmed what we've been saying, what I felt and knew. And I don't know if he says, but I think so. So now they're confirming a lot of stuff we believe, which is amazing. So I follow him on Facebook. What's his name? I shared some of his stuff on here as well. Nassim something with the H. One of the guys into the string theory and quantum physics. He does a lot of work. He's always chatting on Gaia and other things. Very clued up man. Alright, now we're going off. There we are. So do those. Please follow those people so you get clean information that's not corrupted by somebody else's shadows. A lot of people on the lower, when you first wake up, you've got to go through all your shadows. And you've still got a lot of overlays and ego and to clear. See, so what they think is there and, you know. Okay. And then I've shared a lot of stuff that'll help you if you want to know about death, afterlife, all kinds of other stuff and nonsense that's going around. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find the link in my bio. I shared a lot of stuff on my... When I started this channel, I started a channel on YouTube so I could upload the lives so people who missed it could share. So you can go to you'll find a lot of useful information if you're going to guide you through this journey on my YouTube channel. You'll have to go to the bottom of my videos, to my first, it's about 100 something videos, I think. So go to the bottom and there you will see your start off. Okay, and then I've shared about death, about dying, about afterlife, about All right. There we are. So there's stuff on there and about what's coming. A lot of stuff I shared that came through to me then, you know. All right. All right. Let's see what we can help with. That's the thing. And then we'll get on to, I'll give you some other things that came. Well, that's, you got to claim. That just takes time, my dear. That you got to work through. That's your self-worth. My page has got a few videos, guided meditation to help you get through that, okay? Take back your self-worth, take back all these things, all right? And the same principle applies. So if you watch one of those videos, I went into great detail about taking back self-love. Ooh, big time. I've explained what you need to do. Now, if you take that and do exactly the same with your self-love, with your power, I take back your energy, just go through all these things, all the energy I've given away, given to others, and taken on, you'll find you've taken a lot of people's energy that wasn't yours. So you apply the same process, guided, you talk away through the meditation, you do the same principle, and you do that. Take back my energy, take back my power, take back my self-worth, my self-love. Nothing can be intervene on you. You have that much power, that anything that you have done is done it to yourself. You've blocked yourself because you feared or believed, you've given your power away because someone was horrible to you and you believed they were, this is just part of the earth game. All right. So it's working through all of your things. And as you start going, you ask your guides or yourself to show you what you need to let go that no longer serves you, to heal or clear that, it's whatever. Darkness, energy, beliefs, things, and it'll come. Okay. Normally when you start off, you're starting off with things that are traumas and shadows. Okay. And then you've got to start digging. It's a process you could take. Okay. You take time. But those things, start asking, asking. Believe me and ask, because remember, anything you ask, you are given. And like I've said in this video, set your intent the night before if you want something, and you must be very clear. You say to them, please show me very clearly tomorrow in my meditation, whatever it is, whatever's bugging you, that you need to, you feel it's a pain, something's bothering you, there's some issue there, trauma, what it is that you need to release, clear, or heal. And they will show you. You sit in meditation, transcend in meditation, and you'll be shown, ooh, that past life, whatever, this happened, and who knows. So I've shared many stuff on my page. People that also need to release their karma. You don't have to do it anymore. You don't have to keep your karma anymore. It's not necessary in the new paradigm. So you can do that as well. Release all karma. That's what Crown explains very gently. Do that. There's so many things you've got to do, people. It's work. It's self-work. Release your karma. Release all the past life overlays, which those people don't realize, who affect you big time in this life. So there's so much you need to do. Yeah, but those things, people do all those things and they wonder why they keep having the same problem. You need to release willingly and intentionally, because it's not necessary anymore. You can release karma, but then also very clearly remove from you completely all past life overlays, because you keep repeating. I see it. I have few patterns. Ooh, there we are. Anyway, let's get on with the subject now. Okay, this video is not about that. Okay, this is, if you know, I've been doing this. This is about 30-40 days for people to increase their light. How to increase your light frequency and vibration. So you go to my YouTube channel, you can watch there. Okay, there's lots of stuff there. You go through them, have fun, see what you need. There's ones about forgiveness. You've got to do that. All of these things I've covered in many videos on YouTube. All my lives that I do here, maybe one or two that I lost, get uploaded to YouTube. Okay. So go and have a look there. It covers most of these things. Okay. Anyway, there we are. But ask your guides. You can always. That's what the angels are there for. Call the men. Ask your guides. Call the men. Always say, please show me. Please help me. Please guide me. The more specific you are, the better. The night before, you see, and you get it. Let your trust. But this is it. And the more you increase your light frequency, vibration helps. And this is what we're on about now. Okay. Ask. Okay. All right. Let's get in. I don't know who's here. I can't even see. All right. So let's get into meditation. See what we can do to help for the highest and greatest good. All right. I don't know. Maybe. I don't. You can see. But I did already on Gaia already today. Again. So let's see. Anyone wants to participate? I presume that's why you're here. Well, I don't know. All right, breathe. You're calling your guides, angels, whoever you want to ask to help, who's ever taking part, whoever you work with, you can call them in. Okay. I've already got company, so I'm good there. All right, people. So we're going to start. We're going to get into that state and see, and we're going to ask what we can help with, at the moment that needs help. Because you have to ask. It's such a thing as a free will on the planet. People don't realize. All right. Ready? Breathe. You can clean your field, clean your energy, raise your frequency and vibration to the highest possible. That always is useful. All right. Okay. Interesting. Very. What I'm shown, so lovely. It was like this giant, and they showed as an angel, angelic energy, right? Benevolent energy. So it's source. Yes, okay. Source, the creator, has got earth. Now, just a message to say everything's all right. It's all perfect, all under control. Everything's under control. Everything's benevolent. And earth is almost like this energetic bubble. So earth is like earth's been held like a baby in this energetic bubble. So lovely. Everything is fine. We're not to worry. Yes, we're going to have things going on, but everything is fine. Everything is a divine plan and under control. The source is, overseeing the whole thing. We are protected, we are good, it's benevolent. Good. Gratitude. That's one thing that's coming to me. Message for you to do is gratitude. Show gratitude. Now I'm in the ocean. And they're rising. Okay, so the oceans will rise, we know that. But they'll be clean. It's a cleansing. Now this is why the oceans, even the ice is melting. To replenish and cleanse the ocean. So this cycle of lots of rain and floods and ice melting is a cleansing. Wow, it's to refresh and cleanse. It will refresh and cleanse the oceans. So all of that clean, that new water and nutrients are going to go into the oceans. That's why it's happening. All right. So the oceans will be cleaned. Now I'm in the sky. dark storm clouds, very dark clouds. Okay, this one I'm not quite sure. Just hang on. Okay. Thank you. All the storms, like wow, lots of dark clouds, big storms, like weather, issues and rain and whatever. That is to replenish the underground water. Huh. I thought it was going to clean the earth. I'm thinking, well, I don't get this. Because I see this water going very deep under the ground. Maybe it's all that fracking nonsense that poisons all water anyway. But this is to replenish and cleanse. That's what I thought. So this water that we're going to have, lots of rain and water and whatever, it's us cleansing. It's going right through the soil, really deep down. And then I was shown it falls up as like aquifers, or besides cleansing the soil, all the pesticides, and we poisoned the planet so many ways. So there's massive, these storms we're going to have. Wow. I don't know for how long. All that water is going into the ground and going very far down. And it's going to restore, besides flush out, that goes really deep then into the ground. That stuff goes. Something about the core, right? I've got, for some reason, I'm hearing it's cooling the Earth's core. So slow down the Earth's core, cool the Earth's core or something. I don't run it. I'm not a scientist. I wouldn't know what that means or any faintest idea. To change something on the planet. It's the cycles or something. So it's the Earth's going around, yes. going to change something. Which makes sense, I presume, if it does, you know. So we're going to have quite a different planet in a way. Looks nice anyway. Like this beautiful new earth is coming out. This beautiful, clean planet. Wow, the oceans are going to be amazing. This pristine, clean planet comes out of this. It's like us rising out of the ashes, you know, kind of thing. Wow, beautiful. The energy, it feels lighter. It's such a, like us, such a cleanse. Like the earth feels lighter, the energy is lighter, the oceans are beautiful. There seems to be more light, more everything, you know. Oh, that's cool. See if there's anything else. We need to rise up as well, rise into the light, rise up, we get lighter, rise. So it's we'll become lighter. We need to let go of our heaviness, our shit, which we're busy, I'm busy. We'll become lighter. It's like a gift. We have a new planet, a new energy, a new planet, a new... To say that you are very loved, you are dearly loved. Source wants you all to know, wow, that you are so loved. Makes me want to cry, sorry. You never know what you're going to get, sorry people. I just, you know, I don't ask, I just ask them to take over, and there we are. Thank you. Thank you. See, you ask, source to take over, and you get it. You don't know what you're going to see and get. I thought I was going to go around Earth again doing healing, but I've done today. So there we are. Now that I wasn't expecting one bit. Yeah, that's a surprise. That's interesting. You never know what you're going to get. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. There we are. Interesting. Wow. Phew. But it was so interesting because, like, in the beginning, it was like there's a massive angel, which is the angelic source, you know, it's always benevolent. I mean, wow, we had this whole thing under, oh, it was amazing. Amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, that's what I like about my meditations. I just hand over, here I am, right, take over, whatever, you know, and let source, and that's it. I have no freaking clue where I'm going to go. None. what I'm going to see. And over this few years, have I seen stuff? Wow. Although I ask not anymore to, so they don't show me anymore. There's no ways I don't go and hunt for nonsense or the dark or try and, any of that. I have no interest. I've been there, done all that remote viewing nonsense, if you seek, you'll find it. Now I just ask, whatever, this is to help humanity. But this is interesting. I didn't know about the Earth's core and about the water. Now that's fascinating. The others made sense. So I was like sitting in the water. The oceans are going to rise quite significantly. But this is for a reason, for the better of us. It'll go down again. It'll get back to the freeze again. But it's going to completely refresh the water. So all our waters, as we've now poisoned them deluxe, so all that nutrients from the ice and whatever's in there, and the rivers and all that fresh shit floods into the ocean, and it refreshes the ocean. So we're going to get bountiful, very, the ocean's going to come back plenty of fish, beautiful, healthy, live, great. So there's no problem there. This is why it is. It's to completely refresh the energy and the water and everything in the oceans. Hey, see, so we mustn't go, no, there's a reason. Everything has a reason, a divine reason. This is just, if you're in a dark energy and consciousness, you think this nonsense, you see. You have fear. So there we are. This is happening slowly, I presume. And this volcano is already underneath all these ice places in Antarctica. So this is why it does, and it happens. It's happened before many times in history. If they go back into the core, they'll see it. So it's going to clean our oceans. Oh, wow. And there's the water was fresh and clean and lots of fish. And it was it's going to be lovely, people. But the interesting part was wow, dark clouds, a lot of storm, rain, shit. Also, it's been perpetrated, whatever, anyway. All that rubbish they're putting in the sky, that poison's got to go somewhere. But it's going to go right down into the earth. And then it's also going to fill up aquifers, which are being depleted under the... So I saw underground lakes, being replenished. And then the weird thing for me, who's not a scientist, Earth's core slows down. So it's going to cool off. I don't know when this is. We don't get timelines. But Earth's core is going to cool, and it's going to slow down a bit. Now this I know nothing about. Never heard this or before, as I don't know anyway. I can only tell you, you were here. You got what I got. There we are. There we are. And I know to trust what I get. Absolutely. It's never failed me yet, Never. All right, lovely people. Let me see what else. I did ask for help. I did call them in to, anything, guidance for, because this thing I'm doing is to guide humanity through the shift. That was my intention, to stay here, to help guide humanity through the shift, to help people to rise out of the darkness and their nonsense and get out of this. Watch my YouTube videos, it'll explain that. You need to rise above the darkness. People are still playing in it. Break those habits and drama and gossip and you got so addicted to negativity and negative news, you got to break that addiction there. All right. What other ones now? Was I given today to do, which I could share with you? I can't remember. Have I done 2 meditations or 3? I've lost track today. Trying to think. I did one this morning. And what was it this morning? It came to me. Oh yeah, letting go of old earth. Wow, that takes some time. Cut your cords and ties. So, okay. So what people do, people know in this business, right? What people do, and like I've shared on there, if you're going to go into a meditation, you can say you want to cut ties with somebody energetically as well. Karma, past ties, whatever. Let them go, forgive them. It's the same process. So you visualize, you call in their higher self, and you say, thank you, I hereby rescind, retract, you cut all ties, promises, contracts, bonds. It's more agreements. There's no signing contracts anywhere after. It's only this human thing you do it. You don't do that in this. when you leave the physical body. None of that nonsense. It's just us. Everything we've humanized. Even, never mind. Let's not go there. So, what you do is visualize that, and then you're going to sever and even cut the energetic. So it's more of the energy. You've agreed. You're sharing energy. You give you give all that person's energy that you've taken from them. Because any relationship and interaction, family, you have definitely. If you got upset, you've taken on their energy. So you're going to give back any energy you took from them that's not yours, that wasn't yours to take, their drama, their problem, you're going to give it back. You claim back all your energy you gave to them. And then you cut ties, you wish them well, no matter what it is. You always thank them for their lessons, because that's what they came to agree. So you always be grateful for whatever lessons, whatever, agreements you had to do, whatever it was, even if it was karmic thing. You've now cleaned, you've now finished your karma. If you haven't let it go, so now you've basically leveled up with your karma. You've done that. You cut your ties, so you can visualize it as a ribbon, whatever you want. Visualize them in the house, and you're going to wish, and you set them free with love and thanks and gratitude, always. Now, this is similar. What was I doing? I've lost track now. Sorry. I've done so many of the bloody things. I think this was with the earth. So you can do this. You're going to do this we've done this with earth. We have now moved into a new paradigm, and half the people are stuck 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So they're not shifting properly. They're not able to move into the new earth, into the golden age or whatever they think they are, but they're kind of there. They're halfway there and they're back. This is why you're oscillating up and down, right? And you can't get out of this 3G drama, the news, the gossip, the scandal, whatever. It's like, ooh, or just the darkness and whatever. They keep focusing on the old. So we need to cut that. So it's basically willingly, with intent, severing your ties with the old earth. Whole paradigm. Old way of being, old way of thinking. Because as we keep going, otherwise you keep reverting back to them. So it's all energy, old ways of being, old ways of thinking, and the energy. Remember, we've got a lot of it. You've taken on so much energy. You have a lot of attachment to earth itself. You see? Because you've been playing. So it's to clean that. So what you can do in your meditations is to release all of that, which is a lot. You'll be surprised. Hell, you need to sever your ties. And you release all attachments. Ooh, people, there's a lot of overlays on your energy. Whew. To the old earth. Okay, the old paradigm, the old way of being. Okay, thinking, being, existing. And the old Gaia, the old earth. Please do that. Visualize it. And you'll see, it takes quite a while to cleanse that. It's like a lot of energy around and on over you. Release your attachments and your thing to old earth. Big time. Alright, what else? That was one. What else was there? Let me know. Ask. Power back. Okay, yeah. Alright, I did that, yeah. Take your power back. Alright, now I'm sure you've done this. Hi, darling. Hello. I'm sure you've done this before. No. This came to me. See, I love this. There's everything. I love the way that we've structured this earth game. It's amazing. It's lovely. If you get into it, once you start figuring out how it works, and you know who you are, and you designed this, and you're all working together, and the whole thing, whatever. Anyway, it's bloody amazing. And you understand how the thing works, the game, and everybody's a reflection and a mirror, and energy basically. And so for them to be, you've got to have some energetic frequency, law of attraction kind of thing. Anyway, never mind. You just got to figure out now what you're holding in you, that's drawing at that experience at the time. Anyway, it's active in you, right? Gosh, I'm getting sidetracked here. Okay, power. Here's one interesting. Now we've all got many. See, everybody's different. You've got traits as a being. We're all very individual as aspects of source, right? Because depending on everyone's had a complete different perspective and experience in every life. Completely. No one will have the same perspective experience. There's no point in playing the game then. All right? So you've had many, many lives, and you've taken on attributes, your characteristics, your personality is developed over all these lives. Not all of it's good. Some people I notice are addicted to sex or partners or relationships or this ego or this like alpha male, you know, unbalanced masculine energy and all kinds of nonsense, right? There's, you know, anyway, fighting, war, whatever, you know, whatever it is, who knows? Depends. Alcohol, you know, who knows? Okay, it's just a lot of karma, all kinds of shit you can take with you, right? Lots of it, and none of it you don't want. So you want to have a clean slate so you can decide who you want to be going forward. Who do you want to be? What characteristics you want to be? Love, kindness, compassion. You can choose now. But that's why it's important to do away with your karma, all residue, everything. And Crown describes it quite clearly. So pay attention if you've got and make sure you do that properly. So you release yourself from that and all past life overlays, so all your past lives, these overlays are on because that forms you know, what you came into this being. So those things that you make sure you get that out of your DNA, cellular structure, Akashic records, energy field, dimensions, flipping just go apeshit. I think I kind of go into details there. I make sure I cover everything. So I include all lives, you know, past time, space, continuum, dimensions, realms, DNA, cellular structure, auric field. I mean, I go to town when I clear. It's clear. Just make sure there's no residue, nothing there. You take it, and you release it, and you visualize it going. So you want to do that. So you can now you got a fresh start, and it's going to really lift you up. Okay, so you're not being held down by this past thing and that thing and all kinds of things, you know, and karma and you. Because it will draw you, eh? These things are going to keep drawing you. You'll keep being drawn to that because it's the cycle. People don't realize. It's your way of being. It's past life. It's this thing in you. So if you start free, you're not going to be automatically always having drawn to the same thing or whatever. It's like addiction. There we are, in a way. But it's attachments. Maybe yours is money. Maybe it's love. Who knows? Marriage is bullying or anger. Who the hell knows, right? Do those things. Clear. You can cancel your karma. Go watch my other videos and listen to Crown's videos on that. The contracts and karma, I've shared screenshots of them. Go and do it yourself. Then you can do that. And as I explained, make sure you tell them to remove it from you. Don't want any frequency, vibration, or resonance left in you. Not even residue. It must be completely. So any residue of that frequency, vibration, resonance, energy. I mean, I just go through anything you can think of. Consciousness, just clean this shit out, right? So clean up that, drop your karma. You do not need it. Don't be rude. Always think it was a very useful system we used from Lemurian times. So always thank it. It has a purpose and a lesson. You learned a lot from it. When you're in a lower consciousness, it was useful. Stop people from, you know, with a bit of a hand. So you do not need it though. It's up to you. And release those past life stories, taking back power. Now, I won't be the only person that thought, because we think, you know, we give our power away, but you're giving it away many lives you don't realize as well. Because you actually sometimes feared your own power. Because you were burnt at the stake for using it. You know, in those days you were called a witch or shaman or this. Because once we fell into darkness, those things, we were all in that space. We all dropped from that. So you're going to have somewhere along the line where you're frightened to show it. You had to hide it. You had to hide what you believed. You had to do it. Believe me, it's in your past life somewhere. Because we all started somewhere. Unless you're new to the planet, welcome. You're going to have a lot of fun here. You're probably in jail. When you first start off, you're going to learn the rules of the planet. Wow, a lot of new souls are in jails. They'll be surprised to find shame. Welcome to planet Earth. Most of the poor people that start you end up in jail, poor buggers. Okay. They don't know the Earth game. It's so different here. Wow, it's just so sad. I don't know. I'm not here to do readings on silly things. Get rid of your karma and things and maybe you won't have that problem. See, there's an addiction, attachment to lust or to sex or to people or who knows, whatever. People have lots of these things. All right. So there we are. Power. Take your power back. You do the same way. All right. I've described that. And go and take it back. I claim my power back that I gave away intentionally or unintentionally through all time, space, continuum, realms, dimensions, past lives. All right. Consciousness. All right. Take it back. wait and you'll see it come back. Oh, it's lovely. And I'd actually blocked mine because I'd feared my own power. I remember when I was a kid I did something. And then I was so terrified that I did it that I was too good. Well, anyway, never mind. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, we can do things like that to ourselves. See? So it's good. I claimed my power back. I was frightened of my own power. So I blocked it. Anyway, now not anymore. Because sometimes also we, look, we've played many beings on other planets. And when you don't have the higher level of consciousness, or the dimensional, higher dimensional space or level of consciousness, like the gods, we played gods, they were very egotistical when we dropped into the ego very much, so they were dysfunctional. Zeus and all those people like make movies about it. It's not. There's a realm. I was one of them. There's a realm. Even the Buddhists will tell you there's a godly realm, it's called. So this is not fictional. They exist, and I was one of them. I've been up there again in my astrals. But we know you. Yes. From this level of consciousness playing human, we must never dislike anything or, regret anything you ever did. It was part of one of my lives, so there we are, It's all time, space, and continuum. It's existing now. Everything exists now, the circle. So yes, I was one of them, can't say this anyway. It's not something you want to brag about while you were human, but it's fine, I was, and that is, we played. And that exists, and I've been back up there, it was interesting. Anyway, there we are. Maybe that's why I had an issue about power. Who knows? You kind of sometimes, yeah. Anyway, let that go. Ask for, if you've got the wisdom and consciousness with it, it's not a problem. When you don't have the wisdom and consciousness, it is a problem. And this is why, thank goodness, Source is benevolent. It's on the side of benevolence. So if you want to use your power for the wrong, too bad. Not going to work. Actually, I love it. See, it doesn't work. Which is bloody, I love it. It's really, really useful when you try and, do that. You're blocked. You only get to a certain limit. And that's it, because the multidimensional Source is benevolent. And the more benevolent you are, like those, how do you think Buddha got up there, or Jesus? Not from, doing anything wrong, or even thinking, or, any of those things. You've got to drop attachment. You've got to drop this attachment. You've got to drop ego. You've got to drop all this, like the Buddhas do. Yeah, anyway, never mind. We're going off track again. Okay, so claim back your power, please, people. At this time, it's very much needed. People need to stand in their power. They haven't. They think by, trying to be this alpha male, play tough guy. That's just physical. You have no power whatsoever. That's just ego. That's just ego making a lot of noise. It's like empty cans. There's no power in shouting and carrying on and moaning and aggression. That's lack of power. So, take back your power and stand in your power. All right. We don't need ego. What are the other ones? So do meditations to do your power. Drop your past life overlays, which are laid on you, all of them, whatever. So it's a pattern you keep repeating. Make sure you really clean it out cleverly. And you ask and intend, but you don't need it, and thank them for the lessons and the system it worked, always. And you can release your karma, which means anyone that owes you karma and karma to you've now released. It makes life easier. I've shared, go look at my other lives since we started this one. We do different things for you. What else would be useful now for people? Let's think. Because this whole 30-40 day challenge is to raise your frequency, vibration, and light. Okay, the light. I have shared a short video for you to increase your light. But those of you wanting to do that, especially if you're on a lower one, you need to increase your light, then you won't bump into anything dark, negative. If you don't want to bump into anything that's dark and negative when you're starting off, okay, you've got to work through your own shadows and you've got to learn your own power. Nothing has power over you. So don't fear whatever you see in your astral. It's like your ego. It's going to jump out. Think of it as the yellow brick road. And they jump out and try and scare you like, oh, but bigger than they are, but they're not. They have no power. And that's why they do it. Because the minute you go, oh my gosh, if you're it, that's it. You've now said to it, oh my gosh, you can do something to me. You're more powerful than me, because you've got to learn that. No, nothing has power over you. And nothing, actually. Nothing, doesn't matter what realm they are in, nothing has been given power over you. Because as source, every single one is equal souls. So it doesn't matter what dimension, what meat suit they're in, playing ET, whatever. It has nothing has power over you, okay? Only your belief and your fear. Whatever, you can happily give it away. No, stop thinking like that. You see, if you're focusing on the now, we can't manifest a clean planet. You see, that's what law of attraction, Dolores Cannon says. So we don't go around, oh, the planet, oh, this is that, oh, this is that. We focus on what we want. This is manifest because if people keep sharing it, look, and oh my gosh, that's what you're going to hold here. How do you heal the water? We send healing into the water, no matter how bad it is. They can look at, a motor showed you, radioactive water. What did he stick? Love, peace, and things on it. What happens? The radioactivity was gone. So it doesn't matter what's in the sky, what's being sprayed, what's here, what's there. You have the power to clean it. Okay, we can and do that in your meditations. The elements, thank the elements. Send out healing to the elements. You can transmute stuff yourself. And we visualize earth healed and whole and perfect. Okay. This is it'll happen. It can happen overnight if we wanted to. If we could all cognize that and do it, we would have a perfect, clean planet, perfect overnight. But if we keep seeing all that and all this and everything's wrong, if you keep focusing on what's wrong, it will stay here. The law of attraction and manifestation applies to everything. You don't want to see dark things and bad things and fear and anything. You focus on, you draw to you. Same thing. So I don't walk around now and, oh, look at that, they're doing every day, you know. I don't give it my attention. All right. And I smile because also you can help the elements. You can talk to them. The elements will sort themselves out. They'll blow that shit away. And then they'll just have lots of floods and rubbish to wash all that, you see. So what, you know, they'll learn that. So they're going to keep doing this. The earth's going to get rid of all that toxin. We can help by doing this ourselves because we can transmute anything. Okay, same with radiative water. You can actually turn it into, it's memory. It's energy. It has a memory. How do you think these people do your readings, right? What you have active in you now, your belief. So now you believe some shit, right? Whatever you've got active in you in your car, it's energy. They are reading, they're reading your DNA or your auric field. This is your DNA. This is your energy. Beliefs and shit that you are holding. The minute you let it go, change it, whatever else, they'll read something different. You see? Removed. What you remove won't be there. Same thing. It's energy. So same with water. So you can take your water and you can clean your own water by sending love, energy, putting crystals and things into it. Anything. Consciousness trumps anything. So I think Bashar tells people this. Abraham Hicks tells people this. If you listen to even Da Vinci Crime, will tell you, they're all trying to tell people this. You see? So do not focus on it. And it's what people are doing. This is what I say. People can't learn the old ways. You've got to cut your ties with the old way of being, thinking in the old earth. That is the old way. Oh, look what they're doing. Let's shout about it. Let's moan about it. Let's make a noise about it. Let's focus on it. No. If everybody took all their energy and did meditations and transmuted that and saw the world perfectly and their leaders perfectly, instead of sending hate and criticism and judgment, send them, like I said a long time ago, put love and light around them. Wow, wouldn't you have different leadership already on the planet? But no. You see, we've got to learn. We have to learn to change. That is a lower consciousness way of being. That is the old earth, which we're trying to step out of. That's what I'm saying now. 1 foot in. People just can't make that transition. They hear, so they know this. This is they haven't cognized it. So they're getting there. It takes time. You see, it's a process. So now I'm awake and I believe in this and I know there's that. But, yes, I'm so, no, we got to do, you know what I mean? When you actually cognize, you create your own reality, you'll stop all that nonsense. You'll be like, okay, ooh, maybe not. And then you're like, shit, no. But in the meantime, it's words. It's like, so you've got to practice, because now, you're listening to it, keep listening to it and focusing on it, and eventually it'll be like, and then you'll get this bingo, and then you'll be like, oh, holy shit, yeah. You've got to do your meditations, you've got to do your work, and then when it cognizes, you'll be like, So the more you work you do, and the more you focus, if you spend less time looking at that shit and working on yourself, by now your frequency, dimension, your consciousness, and your light will have risen enough. So you get the insight. But you can't play both games. You can't play, I'm looking at the new, and then I'm doing the astral, and I'm doing my love, but then I'm focusing on all the, oh, he's and oh, they are. No, you're just staying here. You see? Because now you've got equal amounts of light and dark and conflicting things in you. There we are. You got yourself stuck at that level, and that's where you're staying. And most people haven't. Some have moved into the golden age. But a lot of people are stuck in the mud, and they still keep reverting back to it. That's why I'm sharing these things to help again. All right, what was the other thing you can do? Okay, yeah. Light. Focus on love and light. Focus on love, okay? Because you hold love in your heart. You think love. You send up, practice it. I am. So that's why we're doing this 30-day, 40-day challenge. Affirmations. People are supposed to be doing it every day. I've sent you things and I put links under there. Every single day. Every morning. Every night you're supposed to be doing it. You say, and before you go sleep, you're setting your intent for the next day. You're setting your thing. What do you want to do? I've gone through all that in my videos, explain what you need to do. Light, increase your light. Okay, well, we can do that. Yeah, all right. Okay. So, those of you that are connected, okay, you want to increase your light. Same principle. Hopefully by now, as you work your way up, you'll realize you have an innate, and your inner being is your higher self, right? Is in you. Every cell in your body. Science shows you, I just shared that actually, there we are. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see yesterday I shared a new, it's a new thing. The scientists have just been doing some research in there about our cells now. And something to do with the photons and whatever. Anyway, it's proven what I was saying actually. Basically, and I was like, yay, I love it when they do that. Okay, so you can talk to your cells as science tells you. You're made up with, all you are is trillions of cells, not a body. It's just in a form of a body. You're trillions of cells, which are batteries. So think of your body as one big battery. That's why what you eat, think water, it needs water, right? Because it needs charge. A battery, it's a battery. Your body's a battery. You're walking around in a massive power energy house. This is a battery. Where does it get its energy from? Your consciousness. As you raise in light and consciousness, now you can start pulling in chi. We talk about, chi? So you see Qigong and Tai Chi. That is pulling in. You visualize it, okay? You'll see it'll go up. You need less sleep, less food anyway. So you can increase the energy capacity, which they call the Taurus field as well, right? Now, how do you recharge? The only way you stay recharged is by staying connected to your higher self. So when you're in alignment and in connection, you are being replenished. That's why people don't age. When you tap into when you're in a trance state, when you tap into the quantum field, right? There is no time, space, so time freezes. And if you're in a deep trance, your body it's like, I can't explain it. It's very weird, actually. It's like your body is left here, and it just stays. I don't know what happens to it anyway. You haven't even a clue. You don't even know where you breathe. I don't think it does. It just stops. Your body goes into like pause mode, in other words, right? This is why you don't age whatsoever. You stop aging, and you can actually reverse your age intentionally too by talking to your innate and your higher self. So you can actually reverse your aging. You can reverse your age. You can give instructions to your telomeres, your cells to lengthen. I mean, all of these things. If you start talking, this is why I say follow Quran. Once you figure out the innate and you start working with your body, you can instruct your body to reverse aging, to lengthen your telomeres. your cells to regenerate, balance your, whatever. Balance your pH, balance when you need it. Okay, my sugar level, whatever you want. You build up that relationship with your inner being and your innate. Wow, it's amazing what it does. You can do your own healing. You sit here and you do healing, clearing, poof. It's amazing. So this is how you stay. So the more you stay, that's why the meditation every day is important. And gratitude is important because then you're in alignment, right? When you're you're not faking it, but when you're in a state of like real gratitude, like thankful, whatever, happy, you are in alignment. Your higher self, your inner being, which is your energy, which is the eternal part, never dies, and source, the creative source, which we were talking through, that was talking through me just now. That source, that's who we all are part. It's a collective consciousness of all of our higher selves, right? So when you're in alignment, you are pulling energy. So if you're meditating every day or staying in, the more you can stay in that gamma wave and stay in the now. You know when you're in the now and you can just tap in, you're there. And I've shared tips on how to do that. You can say every day. You can do that. Talk it every day. That your brain will stay in gamma mode. So your brain will function permanently in gamma wave. Your brain will stay in gamma wave. That's so useful. It will save you a lot of hard work because it took me a lot of work to get every day, all day. All I played was frequency music, and every time I was sitting there. And so I was consciously out of the mind, thinking and paying attention, tapping in. I mean, I stayed like that. But it was work every day for months. And I meditated every day, and I did this. It was me consciously. When I walked all the time as well, I was tapped in, like purposely. So, but you can cut. I gave you some shortcuts now how to do it. I'm getting clever, you see. Intend and affirmations, I am. So you are sending instructions to your cellular structure brain to sync. And it gets used to that, right? No, it's not exhausting. Do this. My brain is always in gamma wave. My brain functions in gamma wave. I'm giving you the smart ways, getting intelligent. This is now using wisdom. You see, instead of like slug, use the wisdom. That's what we're given for. Most people don't ask for that. Ask for wisdom too. That helps. Wisdom, discernment, and clarity is a good one to include in your affirmations, which I've already said. Please do that. Many people are lacking that. So ask, include for that. Thank you for the wisdom, discernment, and clarity source. I'm divinely guided. Go watch my videos. I've given you lots of tips there, right? So by staying in alignment, which we will all do down the line, the more we do it, that's it. You'll find, trust me, you are on a high, you're in bliss, your energy, you're never tired. You sleep like a baby because there's no resistance. When you're in the flow, in that thing, there's no tension, there's no resistance, no fear, because you're in complete alignment with source. And you're like just, so I mean, there we are. So your energy is just replenished. 1 year of that, wow, it's amazing. It's amazing, it's amazing. And manifestation is effortless. It's what you feel like. But then you see you don't want anything. Because you are so happy and in the flow, you lack nothing. As the Buddhists say, non-attachment, right? I've discovered that. Because then I moved out of that and I was trying to do the Abraham Hicks and you know, we think it's like positive thinking. I want to say it, parrot. The more you do and say, it doesn't happen because you're making an effort, you're trying to. Well, then I just said, oh, you know, you wanted something. Oh, it would be nice, I like this, but you didn't care a shit if you got it or not. And bingo, it shows up on your doorstep. It was amazing. Whatever I wanted, it was just like ding, and I was like, ooh. So you can, but there's no attachment. You're so freaking happy. You're in alignment. If you care, and this is what Abraham Hicks gives you the tip, but you see our ego. People are greedy. This is what the Buddhists say, attachment. We are attached. My boyfriend, my house, I want a car, my this, my that. If you can be, this is why I say, unconditionally, source, you have to be happy with what you have. If you can be totally at peace and happy and gratitude and thankful for what you have and you want nothing, I'm content, I am so happy, I'm so blessed, I'm thankful, you get it. But it's us wanting. Yes, but it would be nice to do, see. So when you're in a flow, that's what you have that automatically. That's what I'm trying to teach everybody. This is what we're doing for 30 or 40 days. Stop focusing on I want, on goals or anything. Get this. You are happy and you are in alignment with source. You are in a bliss state because you are in tune with source, your divine, your higher self. You will feel happy, so happy and content. You will not give a shit. You are happy. You just love life. You're just happy. That's it. You just think, I mean, you know, that's it. So there we are. You have to unconditionally have that. And then you get, it's like a present. Then you get, so think of them as a presents. For being in bliss, for being happy, for being in the now, whatever else, you will get your manifestations. But if you're doing something for ulterior motive, you won't get it, you see. Because I'm trying to do that because I want to get my manifestation. So let me just try this out. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to say that. But the ulterior motive is because you want to manifest something, boof, you've just now screwed yourself as well. If you put source, the creative source, God, creator, whatever, your higher self, and your thing in as number one priority in your life. I mean, you just it is. When you're in that flow, when you're connected, oh my gosh, if you want to give it up, you would never want to give it up. And I had that experience because I hadn't cleared my karma and my things, so I had to finish some stuff, and I was drawn off. I knew it was synchronicity, so I followed it, but it was because I hadn't cleared these things. So then I went out of alignment, and it wasn't successful. But it's see, if I hadn't, if you need comparisons, you see. Yeah, I know. Oh wow, peace, love, tranquility, happiness, contentment, blessings. Oh wow, I mean, nothing matters. Yeah, I mean, because you're eternal. Nothing else matters. When you get back into alignment with source, that's how you feel. I mean, literally, doesn't matter what is going on out there. That is irrelevant. Everything is irrelevant, really. Because it doesn't matter. You literally walk. Like they say, you're walking in a bubble of light. And you're untouchable by all around. It's like you cruise through. There we are. I can't explain it, yeah. And you have love and compassion, and you are able to be of such use to everybody else, and nothing affects you. The outside world does not affect you one bit. Yeah, I did on the karma. You need to watch those videos. I shared screenshots on my page from Cryon. Listen to those. That'll give you the idea. And I've just described it in this video. When you clear it, when you clear anything, you set the intent and you instruct it. So you ask your higher self, your guide, source, to please help you. I intend now. Okay? You set the intention and thing. Why? And ask him to release it. And you instruct, and you see it in your DNA. It must be cleared from your DNA completely, right? Any residue as well, then you've got to clear it. So make sure your intention is to clear from your frequency, vibration, resonance, DNA, cellular structure, auric field, throughout all time, space, continuum. What did I say? Realms, dimensions, consciousness, energy. There we are. I've covered everything. So you can't be more. You haven't left anything out. And when you're clearing now, you're going to clear, and your Akashic records. So clear it, baby. All right. So yeah, take some time and get that. Tell them to make sure it's completely cleared. I would call in the angels and your guides, all your guides and souls to help, to assist with you. Okay, that'll be done. And then I've told you, then go listen to that. And same with past life overlays. All right, I've shared 2 screenshots of videos. One says something about crown and contract, and one says about past lives, karma. Go and look up those videos. Then you can go and watch the full videos of his. If you go to his crown.com, I'm sure you'll find the full channeling. All right. But it's asking, all you're going to do is ask them to assist you and set the intent. There we are. All right. Light. All right. So now to increase the light in you, first of all, I've said to people, it's affirmations and intent. And the more you do it, it does. So when you want to increase your light, very good idea. So before you go out as well, you can set that a bubble, massive sphere. So you can put as many things around you as you bloody want, right? So you can set a sphere around you and you can fill it with the highest frequency light, the purest light, with the highest frequency and vibration in all creation. So you are putting in, which is basically source. So you are filling that sphere with the purest light and the highest frequency and vibration energy in all creation, right? Fill it up, make sure it's around you. Now when you go out, you can say things in your mind, like, you repeat. So your mind just jabbers on like a parrot anyway. So this is the whole training your brain. So you can keep saying, I am admitting, I am radiating light, and you can visualize it. So when you walk around, visualize yourself as you're pushing out light. I'm radiating love and light. You can do that when you walk. It's useful practice, right? Pay attention. I'm radiating love and light, and you see yourself doing it. Visualize it, people. What you do, what you say, I am, you are anyway. So I'm already doing it. All right, so you're radiating love and light out. You can do that, do that when you go shopping. It helps people. So you've got to do nice things too. So go shopping and you can radiate love and light to all those in the shop, or calm. People are frightened, so you do that. So you visualize that. Do those in your affirmations. I am holding the highest frequency. Go and watch my other videos. I've uploaded them. I'm not doing it every night, the same story. I've uploaded them every night to give you different ideas, different things to help. I started on Saturday. It's almost a week. Go to my YouTube channel and go and watch. All right, so those are there. Now to increase the light, the same thing. You instruct your cellular structure. What are you? You're made up of trillions of cells. Science will tell you it's stronger than 10 suns. I mean, no joke. And this is why Manuel vanished, became a puff of light, so bright you can't look at him. Now, if you go and visualize another soul, you call their higher self in, or they come to see you, it's like the Bible said, their light is so bright, you cannot look at them. I mean, it's amazing. You cannot believe the powerful thing of their light. When you leave your body, you're just a Merkaba. But you are so bright. You're full power. I mean, you're full brightness. Not in a body, you're not, because you've dimmed yourself. Anyway, you're playing the game now. But you're incredibly massive. I mean, it's incredible the light you have, right? So now you want to increase your light. You can practice this. You can state it every time as well. I'm holding the highest light possible in a human physical vessel. I'm holding the highest frequency and vibration. You've got your own brains, people. Use them, please. That's what they were given to us for. All right. So you can do that. You can visualize increasing your light. You've got to think, what do I want? Do it. Whatever you want. So you want to visualize expanding your light. You are looking at your cells and you are instructing your cells, okay, to increase the light. You can fill all the cells up. I shared that last year already, how to start your light body. You're pulling in and you light up all your cells. I shared that video, I don't know, somewhere on my YouTube page. I shared the meditation and the link. All those have done. Now you're going to expand. So you're visualizing your actual cells, your body lighting up. So you visualize them like a light bulb switching on, right? And bigger and bigger. And you tell them, you're instructing them to increase your light. So you radiate light, right? So you're instructing them and they're going to increase the light, increase the light, increase the light until you start radiating light. You are going to emit light. Eventually you will, actually, if you keep it up. So there was a meditation that was given to me a year or two ago, which started the light body. And I shared the meditation with everybody. I think I even shared a link last year on my YouTube channel, but it was on Facebook. I shared it and I put the link there. Was that enough? Yeah, I did. It's on one of my videos there. I helped people all the stuff over a year ago. And then you visualize it. It was amazing, and all your cells actually lit up. Yeah, started lighting up. They went from this dim to like light, like stars. It looked like you had millions of stars in you. So you're activating all the cells in your body. So now you can expand them with intent. You visualize them, like this cell, like around, just getting lighter, 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 and bigger. Intention. Everything is intention and visualization. Focus. Affirmations. I am every day. Practice. Now to do something, you've got to practice. So when you go out, as I said, you put that sphere around you and you are admitting light. I am radiating love and light. I'm radiating love and light. And you're saying it, you're intending it, you're visualizing it. As you're walking, you're visualizing it because it's your intent and you're doing it. You can set how many meters around you, whatever that sphere I told you. You can set it so everybody that comes in your path will feel that. And they bloody will. there we are. That's as simple as that. Okay, people, my throat's a bit, it's enough now. I want to try and shorten these. So go to my YouTube. There's plenty useful stuff on there, you newbies. I mean, you can stop at the beginning, right from the dark realm, about death, about afterlife, about what happens when you die. I've been through it all. Tells you about that. When you're dead, what it's like looking down before you reincarnate. I've been coming out the womb, doing this, doing that. I've tried them all. It wasn't fun. We're gonna change birth, dying, forgiveness. All right, lovely people. That was an interesting meditation. I never know what's gonna come out, but a nice message from Source anyway. I'll upload it to YouTube. All right. Love you all. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. It was a lovely message from Source. It was interesting to see. Wow. But I did know this because I remember 2 years ago I found myself with water over my head, and so I knew the water was going to rise. I actually moved house. I thought my house was going to flood because when I was showing this, I was like, oh shit, I'm going to get to the higher ground. You knew you must move to the highest ground. But when there's no time when you're shown these things. So I thought, oh my gosh, there's going to be, something was going to happen back then, 2 years ago. Because I just saw the water coming up over my head. And I was like, dear, my house is going to flood. But no, it will, yeah. But there's a reason, as I explained, why. Yes, everything is wonderful, yeah. I know, and it does come out beautifully, the new earth. I mean, we've seen it. Wow, it is amazing what happens. All right, beautiful souls. Have a good day, evening, morning. All right, bye.